It's now game time here in the Call of Duty League. Welcome back, friends. We've got a very exciting one for you, and this will be this week's T-Mobile 5G Weekly Drop. 5G Weekly Drop is your weekly shot at epic CDL prizes, all thanks to T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. And what's bigger and faster than some instant prizing? So during this match, text TMO restock 31 31 31 for a chance to win. TMO swag on your screen there, 31 31 31 for a chance to win some official NYSL swag. We're very excited for this one. Chance, we've got a beautiful new pink border thanks to the lovely people at T-Mobile and a magnificent series ahead of us, my friend.
And I'm very excited for it. It is a wild opportunity just for a massive switch up in standings for New York. They are right now sitting in what, like 4th place? Depending on how this series goes, they could end up as low as like 4th. They could go as high as 2nd. Like, it is wild the potential that these guys have. But of course, their fate is in their own hands, which means there's a couple other teams, mainly the Minnesota Røkkr, watching very nervously right now.
Watching very nervously indeed. Well, let's just get on with the matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for one of the tastiest up-and-comers in the league, the New York Subliners.
Don't let us down. Bring home a championship. Not 1, not 2, maybe 3 or 4.
Yo, Clayster, you don't bring home the championship, you out of here, boy.
Hey, if there's one thing about the city that I understand, it's that they don't tolerate losing.
He's in from behind again. Clayster with 2.
So I'm bringing championships. We're bringing them by the dozen.
Just make sure the snipes is hitting. Headshots only. Anything higher than the headshot is uncivilized.
What a Zuma is? Zoom? He's on Zoom meeting?
The stallion is frying. The stallion is cooking.
Not quite what I was thinking.
You guys are gonna kill it out there.
Good luck this season.
Thank you guys so much. This season's for y'all.
Subliners, way to go. New York's behind you 100%.
We're bringing a championship to New York City.
NYSL looking to keep the dream alive. It's been exciting to watch their come up here in the Call of Duty League. Clayster, Mack, Diamondcon, and Asim. Chance, I mean, these guys have had a really nice run of things recently. It was a tight-fought battle against the current reigning world champs, Dallas Envoy, and today, Surge, you know, it's a must-win.
And I think that's why Nameless brought up a fantastic point on the desk for the guys of, like, they have had a fantastic run. They had a stretch where it seems like nothing but 3-0s, but again, if they could end up as high as 2nd place or or in the losers bracket, potentially could be devastating to feel like you played that well all for naught. So the pressure is certainly going to be on this team today.
Pressure is on. Now their opponents, hailing from the top left, northwest of the United States, ladies and germs, your hands together. Time to meet Seattle Surge.
Finds the first. Assault's in trouble. Prestinni looking dangerous. Such aggression right now.
Octane is just ripping through the entirety of the Guerrillas. Wow. They line up in front of him. Loony, the angle. What is that? He got the kill. Are you kidding me? Now Seattle's inside. 249, 249. Seattle won.
Seattle Surge, Kings of the Pacific Northwest. Thank you very much for that one, Chance. And what a squad it is. Gunless, Loony, Octane, Prestinni. A lot of players, you know, have been around the block many, many times, but yet to really find the success that I feel they sorely deserve here in the league. Chance, Seattle Surge, again, for them, opportunity to transform their position going into the major.
An interesting way to look at it. I don't think the team as a 1-to-1 is a good comparison to the Guerrillas, but as far as their record goes, I think almost exactly where they were at yesterday. For example, just 0-4 in control. It is another one of those stats that doesn't quite do this team justice. They have a couple round 5 losses in the game mode, so I'm expecting them to be like, look, if they kick it up just a small notch, they could absolutely take New York down in the series. And again, as far as wind in their sails go, you get a little bit of momentum behind these players. They could go a very long way.
Well, let's see what they need to do to bring home the bread today. We're going to look at our game fuel keys to victory now for the Seattle Surge, Chance.
And the pick and bans, I think, is a great place to start. I know Nubsy always tries to be on point, and frankly, looking at the maps that we have, I think he did a pretty good job, especially getting in that Miami search and destroy for map 2, which we'll see a little bit later, but that's a map New York right now sitting at 0-2 on it. And well, the next part of it for control specifically, they got to handle that life count quite a bit better. Right now, Prestinni and Loony combined -46 in the kills department, of course, over the span of the 4 maps that they have played. But on the flip side, Clayster by himself is about a +38, so you got to make sure you make those changes.
Over to the other side of the board, the game fuel keys to victory now, Chance, for NYSL.
And this is generic and almost for good reason, right? It's about keeping the pace and not blowing your leads. It is very much a situation where New York, for Super Week, almost 3-0'd every single team that they faced. They started to slip up against Dallas though, and they got punished for it. What that means, if you're starting to blow those leads, you gotta be decisive and make those adjustments on the fly. This is where a leader like Clay is gonna come into a great effect. And honestly, even for this search and destroy, if they've been struggling on Miami, you gotta make those mid-round adjustments. You have so many opportunities on a map like that where you just have to be able to make those play calls like, hey, wrap the bomb here, wrap it there. This is where the other team is going. You have to be on point from start to finish. New York can do that. They're gonna be in a fine spot.
Fine spot is exactly what they would like, but let's see if they can deliver the goods. Here we go, friends. The final day of Super Week, and we're going into our first match of the day. Hardpoint on Raid to kick things off, and oh, I feel like the COD gods, they love to smile on us on a Sunday. They love to treat us with only the finest, only the most delectable, delicious opening hardpoint maps to get things going, and it will be a Raid. Mate, eyes on Asim. Eyes on Asim to really keep up that pace. We saw amazing work from Diamondcon on the individual front when it came to playing against Dallas Empire. Clay obviously had a lot to prove in that series. And look at Asim, he's raring to go, man. He's ready to get this one. And now the game is on, Chance. Right after that first high point we go.
And Asim's got that camo too. Whoever the first player was, we saw put these little polka dot things on. They started to fry. So if you're playing on that round, well, you maybe had the advantage. Octane, though, the last man already standing for his team as well. Seattle have to recover. Everyone looking like coming from pillars.
Yep, here comes the push from pillars. Clay takes a couple of tags from that Semtex that lands fantastically. Gunless slides on straight on the point. It's a shot punch there. Fighting quite literally for their lives there on the point, but Seattle are going to get the kills. Octane with a quick transition from top laundry now into the point, so we'll see the points go their way. First to 250. For those new viewers are unaware of what's going on, hardpoint will now move in 25 seconds. Octane, 5-0 to start this one off. A great start for a very storied assault rifle player here in the league.
And already, he is going to be playing for streaks, so keep that in the back of your mind. Octane's going to be milking up the scrap while his teammates fight for new. Gunless does get taken down to New York. Well, it looks like they're able to secure the spawns, but that 5-0, you got to keep that in mind. If he's able to get that cruise, get the artillery, that pays off dividends long term. And well, Asim be the man to hunt him down, but Prestinni there, he is the bait for his teammate. These are the important gunfights. Octane, that's number 6.
He gets number 6. New York Subliners still in control of the hardpoint. Mack and Clay back to back there in the kitchen trying to get the frying down. The team finally gets the kill on the board, and it was a good one at the right time. Gunless goes down on point as well. So NYSL on the line for now. It's a late push from Loony that will get these players off the point. Nice Semtex to slow them down. A great crossfire there from Octane. Subliners take a few moments here just to recuperate and cover the hill, and it's Loony there on a force spree right now, dealing the damage. Making sure the hardpoint stays safe. Another push out now as we are going towards the very right-hand side of the map for the garage, and it's going to be NYSL who have actually managed to get there first. They're trying to take care of these Subliners players. Octane's going to get one, and that's going to be it. It goes down again. So NYSL looking good for next.
Good for next, frankly, Prestinni. Well, there's the first one for him to get. He's actually got the teammates too, so this is a foot race. You have 3 players around out for Seattle, and you have the entire team of New York coming on the other side of the hill. This is the break for the hill. It's a 50-point game right now in New York. They got 3 bodies inside.
Yeah, 3 bodies inside, 2 trophy systems to help out, make it 1. Looney's going to clean those up, very important. Can't win the gunfights though. It's going to be Mack. Landing those shots, Asim finds one as well. Prestinni gets involved now backing off spawn, but is it going to be too late? NYSL looking quite set up. Nice trades there from Asim to keep the hold alive. And NYSL looking to pull this one back. You see a slight lead for Seattle Surge. It's going to be the push through the front, which is going to really be the only member of Surge left. It was going to be, I believe it's Prestinni. Still, once again, a staggered push from Seattle. They're dripping in one at a time. And NYSL handing them very well. Uh-oh.
Clayster. Clayster on the flank. He gets 2 just to stabilize Miles, and that is just a very solid play. The reason that rotation was so important, again, it was a 50-point game going into the hill, but New York flip the game on its head, lock it down for a full 60, and you're good to go. That was the importance, I should say, of winning that rotation battle. Where it's going to basketball, you got Seattle Surge with the full setup. You got Kitchen locked down, a player playing a nice little corner. Prestinni, easy gunfight win for him. Meanwhile, towards the back, Loony, well, the pressure's here, but you see his teammates winning gunfight. Prestinni's able to get 2. Loony now gets to go on the late flank to try to get inside of money. Depending on the timing, he might get a couple kills.
Yep, this could be great. Loony finds the first. Top money position again, worried about mid-map. A great spot to be in, gives you a lot of clearance and coverage and awareness of where these players are coming from. Loony's looking to win another big one there. Damage dealt, but smart plays, trying to stay alive, playing his position, doesn't want to give it up. Gunless is trying to make the approach now and finish what Loony started. Backside of basketball, all good, but Mack and Diamondcon on the slide forward. Comes Prestinni on the flank, and it is flank after flank after flank for both sides. NYSL, though, they will hold, still in the slight contest. Can Mack clean this player out? Yes, he can. Gunless is going to be here as well. It is non-stop action chance here on basketball.
And honestly, I would say for New York, that's a bit of a small victory. Yes, they don't end up getting the majority of the time, but once you had Seattle in that full setup, they got quite a few kills. You even had Loony that was inside of money, but you just let enough of that pressure from New York just come through the front to make that a little bit scrap heavy. So take that as a small victory. As we go to Tree, though, this is where the kills can get crazy. This is where the spawns happen. 4 angles of attack you always have to cover. Seattle inside the point for the moment. New York going to be sending 2 through kitchen. Mack's trying to make that move. Another team kill for New York Subliners. Clay wins the gunfight in the end. Tries to take down Gunless as well. Ripping heads from inside the point.
Clay ripping heads from inside the point. A great break there from the team in yellow. I think it's about time we go for an Astro Gaming listen in with the New York Subliners.
I'm gonna go top art. I'm gonna go top art.
He's on corner.
On the heady already. On the heady already.
Okay,
I'll tell the heady.
And one
Left heady dead.
right.
Left heady dead.
One
Left
close.
heady dead.
Pierce.
I don't see
Close on
close
hill. Close on hill.
I'm seeing close. On top ring, top ring.
Dead.
Two pillars. Come. Hold on. Wait, don't.
Nice. Oh no, dead. Have your middle now. Have your middle. I'm gonna
be outer. I need it outer.
I need it outer as well.
I'm sweating out left.
I have your outer.
Top laundry.
I have your laundry.
I'm watch out.
I'm pushing kitchen, guys. I'm holding top laundry.
Okay.
I'm holding top laundry. Gunless going P5, half health, in P5. I have your top laundry.
I'm sliding to the block. Actually.
Alright, I'll pick up
your
your
laundry. Outer. Black man.
P5 weak. I'm watch out. Watch out.
Top laundry.
Top ring. One shot. He's our side time.
Don't point. Rotate. I'm going on right. Yeah, full 60, guys. Come on. We gotta slay, guys. We have to slay harder. I'm going on right. Letting them work us.
There's a guy. Pierce is
Flash middle. I can't go. Nothing top out. Nothing go.
Pierce mid.
Pierce mid. One hill. Get over here. Yeah, come on still, guys.
They're gonna be laundry quick to you guys.
One kitchen on me.
I'm kitchen with you.
We're coming from. Got him. They're going back door quick.
Back. Watch out. Back door. I spawn on. Let's go, Mack. I'm trying to get pillar.
I'm sliding on money.
Your pillar's clinching.
Two on me, back door.
I'm telling you. I need to push. I'm telling you as well.
They have 2 they don't have any kills. I'm needing.
Chance for what we make of the comms. I'm hearing Daddy Clay calling the shots here, leading from the front.
I mean, the comms are great. They certainly have their head in the game, but I think if anything, the comms kind of show off the importance of the power positions. We're hearing them call out constantly, like, I'm looking top laundry. I got that covered for you. But Octane, from top laundry, still is able to pick up 2 kills on ring, constantly was drawing their attention, and it makes his teammates' job that much easier. Well, it's only resulted in about a 40-point game. Still incredibly tight in New York for these final 25 seconds. That is a clean 3 down. Frankly, well, now they're starting to spawn him out. New York might be able to set up for garage once again, which, keep in mind, last time they got that full 60. The scrap is going to go to Seattle. The 15 seconds they will take, but obviously a full 60 turns the game on its head, and Loony, he is well and by himself. Does not get the entry kill. Seattle, they need to take their time to set up for this break. They need to get everybody together.
We get everyone together. It's very, very difficult gunfights to win at this point in time again. Loony was the only player there for Surge. Managed to get close enough to the hard point. Prestinni now managed to slip through in a gym, but he gets cleaned up. Mack now pushing these players out, and NYSL have just transformed themselves here on P2. The first was a full 60 and very, very clean. This time, they're not even going to let him get past the halfway mark. Mack's got great van coverage now, and he's trying to push forward. Gunless goes down. Unreal shots from the young man. Loony, Prestinni now getting their kills, working their way forward. The spawn's going to be flipping out. They are going to see the hard point change hands for now. Maybe a bit too ambitious there from NYSL. But nonetheless, they are in a good spot to get over towards basketball. But all things considered, Prestinni, once again, very, very early rotations. The man is just all over the map.
Oh yeah, New York absolutely dropped the ball on that for that full 60. Too aggressive, which can be great for the spawn out kills, but then if you all die at the same time, well, you just straight up lose the spawn. So costly potential mistakes. Seattle's going to have a very solid lead coming into basketball, which granted, they don't have the rotation. They just need to be annoying though, and Prestinni trying to do exactly that. Gets the kill in from Garden, and he's going to be distracting all of these players, at least for a moment. Can't quite take enough time going for Seattle there, but either way, still with about that 30-point cushion.
Incredible timing there on the push there from Prestinni, just to catch the Clay spawn right in front of it. But Diamondcon, 5 in a row, you can see that on the screen upstairs. Gunless finally puts him down, and that's going to be a big kill for Gunless. That's his 3rd in a row. Potential to maybe develop streaks here, but you still have NYSL in control of the hard point. Gunless 4 in a row. Prestinni now trying to spawn out, give him some hands. He spawned up, rather. Mack still keeping the fight alive on the point. A nice 2-piece there from Mack. What a kill that was, just to keep the contest going. Can't land the shot punch. Gunless will be there first. 2nd kill for Gunless. 3rd for Gunless as well. Oh, baby! Starting to light things up. At 7 kills in a row. That's going to be full streaks in just a brief moment, and that's 25 points for the win now for Surge.
Gotta rotate though. Surge looks like they're going to be pushing at least 2 through Kitchen, able to clean out Clayster, who's trying to hold down Pool's step. So already, New York has quite a few things to worry about. All this pressure's coming out of Kitchen. They don't know where to look, and Gunless, by the way, has streaks. Artillery to clear everybody outside of the hill. And that's going to be at least, well, 2 kills their way. 1 is going to be a team kill. Seattle first to get back inside the point. The kill's going their way. Gunless on a 9 to try to close out this game.
And he's going to try and get it done with the cruise. He's still got his teammates on the point for now. This could be the win. Doesn't seem to matter, but the contest, as the brief few moments there, it looks like the spree's still alive, and there it is. Finally gets someone on the point. And I think Gunless finished that with a 12 spree. Unbelievable start there from Surge.
And the best play of the game, that is the start or middle portion of the 10 spree. How close that was to Matt getting that shot punch to take him down, and as soon as he doesn't, Gunless goes on a tear, the streaks to secure the game. Frankly, even just to backtrack over towards that garage hill, again, New York a little bit too over-aggressive. Everyone died at the same time. Instead of what we thought was going to be a full 60, turns into only 30 points, where obviously Seattle gets the next 30. And they put themselves in too tough of a spot. So awesome mistake there, and Gunless going huge towards the end. Talk about getting the ball rolling for Seattle. Capitalize momentum. And well, New York maybe lost a step a few days ago.
Great start. I mean, imagine if you're Mack, like you're sitting in your brain now, just like, now all you have to do is kill Gunless, and you win the game. That was all you needed there, but unbelievable. Surge getting it done there in map 1. We talked about how solid they can be in the respawns, and a good win there against NYSL. Look at our stats of Mack. Dying moments of that game, not to say it all rested on him, but an incredibly close contested moment there. If you got that 3-piece, could have been a different score. But there's the stats, a lot of kills either way. I mean, nice start to the day, Chance. We saw some streaks, we've seen some long sprees either side of the board. Good old Super CDL Sunday.
And very interesting for game number 1, looking at those stats. Clayster has looked like one of the best ARs in the game, but in this one, gets shut down. Only 3,800 damage to his name. Meanwhile, the 2 ARs on the flip side, right around 5K. Octane and Gunless had an absolute field day. Map 1.
Absolute field day indeed. Well, map 1's done. You know, that is complete. But don't forget, you can still take TMO swag 31, 31, 31 and win some cool swag from NYSL. When we come back after this very, very quick commercial break, we're going to have some Search and Destroy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be furious. It's going to be very exciting. Don't go anywhere, friends. You don't want to miss it. Be right back. To the Call of Duty League. Don't forget, before we get into this matchup, we've got this week's T-Mobile 5G weekly drop. The 5G weekly drop is your weekly shot at epic CDL prizes, all thanks to T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. What's bigger and faster than some instant prizes? Text TMO swag to 313131 for a chance to win some official NYSL swag. You can look as swaggy as Clayster does in that picture, but not only in that picture, in all those in-game boxes, you know, we show the players and the teams. Find swag to be won there. Don't forget TMO swag to 313131. Miami Search and Destroy chance. How you feeling, brother? Well, who's got the veto wins here? Is it still Seattle?
Well, again, this is like, it's way too early to say absolute outright veto win, but I do think it's a very strong pick for Seattle to be able to get through just because they have a ton of information. They've only played it once, and yes, they lost, but they lost to Dallas in Search and Destroy. It happens. On the flip side, well, New York has lost this map twice. It is their only Search and Destroy map they seemingly can't get a win on, so I think this is your best bet. I think your head is absolutely in the right place. And of course, because you've seen them play on this map twice, you have a lot of information at your disposal. You can start to try to pick up on those habits. Of course, on a map like Miami, you do have a ton of different options at your disposal, so game planning isn't the easiest, but if anything, I would say I leave just a slight edge to Seattle for this map, at least on the information game.
I mean, imagine Seattle going up 2-0 in the series here if they get a win on Miami, but find out in just a moment. Over to Miami we go, friends. We've gone from LA, now we go to Miami for a bit of search and destroy. You brought some sunscreen. Actually, no, it's at night. What am I saying? Bring a jacket. Could be cold. That sea breeze. A little bit of love there from the ocean. All right, here we go, mate. Map number 2 already. Can't believe it. Super Week has gone by so fast. Such an enjoyable experience for us commentators, Call of Duty fans across the world enjoying the match. Get tweets from people in places that didn't even know they loved COD, but they certainly do. And here we go. On board with Seattle Surge, they're going to be carrying the bomb on offense. They've got 2 bomb sites. First to 6 round wins. They'll be swapping sides after every round. It is a heavy stack towards B.
This is pressure on Mack as well. First bloods are huge, and actually, well, I didn't even see Asim on the map. He was right there with him. Talk about setting the trap. Octane maybe makes things interesting, but that is a quick 3 versus 2. Make it a quick 1v3, and they know where Octane is. Clayster trying to let the man clutch. Gives him that first kill, but either way, he is trapped in.
He's trapped in, but Octane, I like this reposition. Octane's going to make this real interesting. That could be, just committed a little too much to the fight there. Mack with the crossfire there from the top piano. A nice round from NYSL.
Nice read as well. I mean, again, you talk about the information game. One of the focal points of this map, if the SMGs like to get aggressive, which watch Prestinni for the past few years, you know he absolutely does. Set up the trap. You got one player laying down, other man covering right on top of the doorway, and just let them run into your line of sight. Nice and clean first round, and honestly, that's the kind of thing for Seattle. That might be in the back of their heads for a while, whether or not they want to just be aggressive on offense, top piano again. See what kind of adjustments they make as New York on the attack. At least 3 players all the way around towards A. We've seen this once. We'll see it again. You got Octane going to be posted all the way outer beach, as far back in the spawn as you could go. If he needs the help, well, Prestinni can rotate right over from that A site.
I mean, Octane, he's spotted him already. There's already an exchange of gunfire there by the sand, and Clayster's watching the flank on the bottom side of the map for his teammates. So if anyone from Surge decides to get a little bit nosy in that part of town, Clay's going to have a thing or two to say for them again. Powerful position to play to be in. A lot of information gained here. He's just chilling out by boats. So nice spot to be in, but it's Octane in this one-man push. He does have some reinforcements through middle from Prestinni's. He's going to make that little tactical retreat, just pulling back. Asim and Co, though, they have managed to make it all the way to the front of the park. This could be an arm. Still, light exchange of gunfire. A little bit back and forth we go into play now. He's gone from watching the flank to becoming the flank. Big kill there on the pinch. Nice way to start things off. Create a bit of discontent there in the Seattle Surge ranks. Prestinni now tagged up, having to move on back. With that bomb now, 35 seconds before it goes boom. Prestinni, very aggressive. He checks those corners. Diamondcon wins a big one. Nah, Prestinni can't check it. It's all a gunless now. 1 versus 3 situation. A lot of time still to play for, but he's got too many angles. Simply too many angles. Diamondcon up by the beach. 2 players on the bomb. He'd been a little bit faster maybe, but very, very difficult situation to win. NYSL with another round.
This is a strong win. Very strong win coming in for the team. And honestly, this, in my opinion, probably is the best play. Taking down the AR that's responsible for Beach, and that makes everyone's job that much more difficult. Maybe a bit passive on defense as well. Kind of giving up that bomb plant seemingly for free. Even though they should have had an idea the attack was coming, but they trusted their retakes. But I tell you, retaking on A is not easy on Miami. Even if you have the man advantage, it can be problematic. Either way, looking for a bit of a map spread, it appears, for Seattle. At least 3 players heading over towards A. Prestinni, I don't know if he's going top balcony or not. Yeah, he pulls out the AR, so he's going to be posted up and watching any sort of late rotations from any of these New York players. But either way, basically the exact same setup on defense that Seattle had just the round before.
Yeah. NYSL very much backs to the left-hand side of the map. Clayster here, over by the visitors center again, combing the streets with a fine-tooth comb. Krig working fantastically at range. No one wants to move. There's silence that falls across this Miami South Beach street. And there's a little bit of worry, a bit of tension in the air. No one really wants to give anything up. Surge don't want to go down 3-0 here, but Loony, someone's got to have the melons to make the play, and it's going to be him to lead the charge. Creeps on towards the bomb site. Less than 30 now remaining on the clock. Clayster did see Prestinni drop, but Prestinni does have the drop on Clay. Diamondcon levels the playing field with a nice kill there on Octane. Now Gunless brings the trap, finds an Asim in the middle of the map. Nades going out, but the bomb will go down. 2v2 situation, 2v1 situation now for Mack and Diamondcon. The youngsters now trying to bring it to Prestinni and Loony. The bomb does go down. Loony now with a premium position now to watch that bomb site and stay safe and sound. It's going to be Mack making his way through the middle of the map. Prestinni out by the top of the boat. The XM4 working fantastically at range. There's going to be one. Loony has eyes on the next. Surge get the win.
On point, man. Prestinni just getting that first blood on Clayster. All these like passive setups on defense, again, you can have great benefit, but as soon as that first blood goes through, especially if you lose control of visitor center, it is just incredibly difficult to get on that A site to try to retake. So putting in work, and of course another important kill from Gunless, just that roaming man towards the middle of the map. Make sure his teammates can get that plant down a little bit easier. Looks like New York going to be going for a similar setup. An important theme from just 2 rounds ago, Clay was able to find a pick effectively on the flank for his team. Needs to make sure he stays alive, though, and does the same thing. If you get the bomb planted for right side of A, you can plant on driveway. Loony, though, aggressive as always, is able to find the first. Might have the help for the second kill. Doesn't even need it. Gets him himself. Diamondcon, head ripped off. Loony with the 3-piece. Well, that's a round. I will see you round 5.
Yeah, we'll see you in round 5. That's done. Clay's like, what happened, boys? How did you all die at Tiki Cross? Like, what went there? Like, and now Seattle Surge, I mean, they're just coming to meet Clay in mid-map. They are going to hound him now. Loony gets the ace.
With the ace.
Lovely stuff there. What a round from Surge to tie things up 2-2.
This is just, I guess, New York kind of caught with their pants down. No one prepared for this. And, well, Loony just playing it perfectly. Backs up. You can see the bullets from his teammate flying in to help him with that last gunfight. But either way, it's a play call like that can just be devastating. Instantly wins you the round. Now New York will have been again on attack. Slow over towards A quite a few times now. Might have to start making those adjustments. Seattle's throwing quite a few different looks on board. And speaking of a new look, right back over towards B. They try to bully out top piano last time around. It does not appear that this is going to be the case. They're trying to make this play through garage. And, well, New York, this is the same setup they had round 1. Loony, by the way, fantastic vision.
Unreal. He heard that. He must have heard that because he literally aimed him like exactly where Mack was. Can we get a task manager check in here? Task manager check. Thank you very much. Man's on a 5 spree as well, so don't forget that. That's very important for streak progress for Loony. Again, looking to get every point he possibly can. Mack, top piano position, watching the push through. Clayster's going to have the back alleyway covered. It's a dangerous part of Miami right now. Seattle Surge, Loony and Gunless though, they're going to peek the bar. They're going to try to find something to see from up high. Finds the first. Loony on the gunfight. A big win from Asim. That's going to stop the streaks and keep the bomb play now safe. Octane's going to try to make something happen. Prestinni's going to pinch the back. Doesn't make it work. Mack's on the flank. NYSL, a perfect round.
Top piano control, just OP right now, and honestly, I kind of like the adjustment from Seattle, right? They take their time to get top piano. And honestly, the setup that New York had first round, that wouldn't have worked for them. Asim, though, also making the adjustments when the pressure doesn't come in those first 5 seconds of the round when you're expecting to hit top piano. Adjust, gets control, and those are easy gunfights for him to win, as long as he catches him at the bottom of the step. So, nice back and forth, and, well, now my head for New York. Going to A has been problematic. It's not been easy for him. They are making adjustment. This time, Asim is actually working over with Clay. They might try to make a little bit of noise around garage. see if they can get a little bit of bait to get that bomb planted at A. And then they have options to check it from driveway to go on late flanks. And you can see Seattle potentially falling for that bait. Still have one man watching the actual cross, but they're going to get picked. And, well, now the man watching the cross, Octane, might have to watch A by his lonesome.
Oh, there it is. Asim. Oh, baby. He was gunning for 3 there. He might still get it. Prestinni's like, dude, I'm not letting you escape street. I'm not letting you leave that position, but it's not going to matter too much because Mack's going to get the bomb down. Prestinni finally wins the longest duel in Call of Duty history, and now Gunless trying to find some help here over by bomb. Nice nade. Great range there on the arm, but not enough to get Mack there with the blast radius. Clay wins the fight in mid-map. It's now a 3v1. Gunless. Exquisite rounds from the XM4 there at range. Say the same thing about Clay. NYSL, order 2.
And if memory serves, it certainly feels like in this game so far, it's just get first blood, win the round. Especially, it seemed like, honestly, Seattle made somewhat of a nice read on defense and made the adjustments. They put an extra body over towards B, which, granted, York did the exact same thing. Obviously, it was a bit of a bait, but it just made it easier to get that first blood. Loony just gets caught out. And then again, on a map this big, first bloods can go a long way. As frankly, a lot of these rounds seemingly just kind of easy for whichever team gets that advantage.
See who's going to get the advantage now in this round. Octane still sitting at 3 and 5. Loony with that 5 and 4. We slowed down somewhat. We haven't really got much more progression towards streaks apart from Clay on a 3 spree right now. We find number 4. Eyes are up. Up here on the fence overlooking the park. Great shots. Prestinni's jump there actually cost him. Kept him in the line of sight for Clay for just long enough there, and Octane is going to try to bait these players out. Anyone who pushes out towards that beach side looking to maybe make some damage ain't gonna happen. Loony making his way through mid now. Loony gonna be backing up through mid now. As he does not want that heat.
Talk about needing to know your angles, man. Good lord. It's just a sliver of Loony is going to be showing. It's made one shot, and this is just such a delicate balance right now in Miami.
And waiting for the play, waiting for the push. Octane, Loony now stacking up. Gonna bring that bomb back over potentially towards the B site, but it's a 2-man fight there. They're going to be pushing Octane right back. HP sitting at 69 there for a brief moment. He's going to live now. Gunless, though, timing. Oh my god, he almost got it. Asim, that was a massive win. 20 seconds left now. Loony's got to make his way to a bomb site. Over towards A he goes, but Diamondcon's going to make the read. Diamondcon's going to get the kill. That's going to be that. 3v1. Octane now. Oh, in the middle of the street. Can you just win the gunfights? Can you just outgun everyone? You've got 35 seconds to do it, Sam. Good luck, mate. Just keep him off the bomb. Nade? No. He does! Ah, but Asim's there. A valiant effort, Shotzzy.
Oh, dude, he's the absolute hero. That was so close. They had no trophies on the site. And Octane actually spots him on the cross. I was thinking, hop the bomb straight away. If you know Octane is going to be back visitors, he doesn't have a line of sight on it. So New York almost got punished hard. And again, it wasn't just this kill that Asim gets, because if he falls there, Diamondcon goes down, Octane could swing out towards the beach. That might get dicey. But more importantly, Gunless made the perfect play through the middle of the map. Yet his teammates from Tiki Cut constantly putting shots down on Asim. Gunless makes the perfect play. Asim, well, just also makes the perfect play with the drop shot on the read for the instant challenge. That was a round that easily could have swung the other direction, so a big one for New York to get. That 5-2 lead, much more comfortable spot to be in.
Oh yeah, man. I was worried about Asim's performances, you know, after the amazing showing he had earlier on in Super Week, and we were all screaming his name. Like, how long can he keep that up? I mean, is that the Asim we now have to watch out for and know and love, or was that a bit of a blip of the radar? But nah, he seems to be good. Everything seems to be working out, and it's a slow, very slow offensive round. Aside from Mack, who did manage to slide across, but I think Loony caught wind of that. So with Mack now making his way across, he's got Diamondcon backing him up. Slight exchange for the two of them, but it's the bomb play that over towards B that you really have to worry about.
I was going to say, Miles, keep in mind, this is the first round I think Asim has taken the bomb. It's like they've shown it at A with these specific players as well. So if you even see these name tags, you're expecting to have that bomb, but the lone man on B, the rock on the team right now for Seattle, Gunless, takes both of them down, runs over the body. Micah, hey guys, we got the bomb down. We're A-okay. I mean, Gunless, again, talk about the big plays. Effectively should just win his team the round, and well, Diamondcon making noise over here. You got 22 seconds to cross the map to pick up the bomb. That's a wrap. Shouts to Gunless, who I assume has to get the best play as well. Probably going to be posted up on a head glitch. And honestly, it's just nice patience coming out. Again, we saw the fake. Asim, that's the first round. He's taking the bomb. You're trying to play the information game. They left Gunless by his lonesome. It's exactly where he was happy to be. He was the hero in game number 1. Went on a 12 spree to end the hard point. Making some big plays as well in the search and destroy. Just keeping his team alive.
I like it, man. Makes me think of Private Ryan, that scene where he's like, yeah, you don't salute the captain. He's like, why don't you salute the captain? He's like, because that tells you the snipers who to shoot. You know? Exactly that. Hey, though, not to salute anyone. He's going to be shooting Loony, gunning him down. Right there on point. That first blood from Clay, hyper aggressive. In and out he goes. Dips back, Mack attack. Getting involved on the stairs. Gunless though wins those trades. 3 in a row for him. 2v2 situation. Pretty cut and dry. I mean, Diamondcon's on the other side of the map right now. Clay's going to have to get this done alone, but aCLLeY position over by those overturned flaming barrels. Miami's obviously a dangerous place. Octane the Gunless now. Slow approach. Might be holding hands, but that could be a death knell for them. Clay backs up, finds the first Clay, slip slides out and about. It's a 1v1 in this situation. Diamondcon's getting involved, but is it going to be enough? With Gunless down, Octane grabs the bomb. Straight over he goes. Quick arm. It's a 1v2 though. Clay still watching that back alley. Eyes are up. Diamondcon about to make the wrap. Big tags. Octane will live to fight another day, but Diamondcon catches him on the transition. And that chance is that. The search and destroy will go to NYSL.
GG. Again, first blood's ring king. Clayster makes the aggressive play in towards Garage, catches Loony out. And frankly, I think it was just any time that Seattle tried to make a play over towards this bomb site, they just got first blooded every single time. Occasionally by the SMGs, the final round by Clayster. Even for him to make sure he gets a couple bullets and Octane there towards the end and make sure the cleanup kill is easy for Diamondcon, because Octane gets out. I mean, potentially there, a clutch for a 1v2 if you get to that Doc Fetty. So very close rounds, but New York happy to get that bounce back, and more importantly for them, their first win on Miami S&D.
Well, hey, it's the first for everything here on CDL Sunday with Super Week. That was a tough one. Very tough one, dude. I enjoyed that one a lot. A very grueling map, search and destroy Miami, of course. Again, we're seeing nice strategy develop there. We're watching different plays coming out. We're watching, players trying all sorts of weird things. It's not just about what you do in the game, it's what about you doing out of the game as well. Getting in the heads of one another, maybe before or after these series. So Subliners there, coming out with a nice big win. As you look at those stats, it was a long one, but again, props to Asim, some nice big wins from him. Again, Loony with some crucial plays. So that's 6 and 6 overall, but man, they were big round wins because that ace for him was wonderful to watch as well. But NYSL just a little too strong there on Miami.
We got a battle on our hands, Miles. Again, for seeding purposes, Seattle's trying to bump up just one spot, I think. But for New York, a lot of different things could happen. I think they could get as high as 2nd place all the way down into the loser's bracket as well. They need this win, and at least able to bounce back in that. They control potentially that swing game mode, and well, always going to be fun. Seattle, a ton of close games that they have had. New York, well, the same can be said. As far as your U.S. Army tactical play goes, well, again, this was the attempt from Gunless. So close, but Asim was the hero for that kill. And of course, Asim was the hero towards the end when he gets that final cleanup kill as well.
Yeah, it was great, man. I mean, heroics. The DC coming through, picking up the kill. I call him DC, Diamondcon. What do we call him? What does he want us to call him? Diamondcon? Diamondcon? DC? Big Diamond? Decon? We come up with a name for him.
Just Diamond probably is the easiest. You know?
I quite like this. I mean, we'll work that out. Anyway, tweet me what you think we should call Diamondcon from now on, because I think he's an absolute unit on the map. But what a great play that was. Again, US Army tactical play. Asim, true heroics there. We saw some great work from him all map long. The hot hands of Asim continue to put their burning fingers around the neck of the league so far. Well, search and destroy is already done. I mean, dude, we're flying through today, but we're tied up 1-1 in this series now. Very, very interested to see what's going to happen when we get over to control now. We're going back to raid. When we come back after this quick commercial break, more Call of Duty League action right here on your devices. We'll see you very, very soon.
Call of Duty League is brought to you by GameFuel. Use code CDL2021 for a special discount on GameFuel.com. Tournament audio and team listen-ins are powered by Astro Gaming, the official headset and mix amp of the Call of Duty League.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the Call of Duty League. Before we get into the control between the New York Subliners and Seattle Surge, we're going to let the players warm up and get ready before we dive into that matchup. We're going to run a little video piece. We talked about this yesterday. We showed it yesterday as well. But for those of you who missed it, this is what my daily routine looks like now that we're in Super Week. A lot of Call of Duty to be played. We have to stay ready, and this is what I do every single day.
Miles, thanks for joining us. So, CDL Super Week.
We're pumped. I mean, this is every commentator's dream. You know, it's bang, bang, bang the drum. It's non-stop. But without a routine, I'd be falling to pieces. I wake up every day at 4:20 a.m. Every morning starts with a shave. The league has me regularly injected in the face with an experimental growth hormone taken from the testosterone of the Alaskan muskox. It helps keep my beard looking full and luscious for every single show. After shaving, I get started on my 10-step Korean skincare routine and brush my teeth. With that out of the way, it's time to exercise. I work out intensely with my accountability buddy, Røkkr. We do 2 burpees. I meditate for 2 hours to the soothing sounds of Maven raging in Warzone until my call time.
You cannot let that happen!
Then it's on to breakfast. Since the league no longer has a food sponsor, my family has decided to forego food as well. Thank you, GameFuel, not only for feeding my family, but for the resealable lid and non-slip grip, providing me with the accuracy, alertness, and vitamins that I need to do my job. After that, I spend 3 hours rhythmically chanting, "My name is Cesar Skies Bueno, and I chose to invest in my game." After that, I dress for the show and check in.
And about how much time do you spend in hair and makeup?
No, I don't have to apply any makeup. My skin's already perfect.
Yep, we're ready.
Now, I'm finally ready for the show.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CDL. It is Super Week. If we stitched it all together, it still wouldn't be as long as the Irishman.
Very, very excited to get the Super Week underway. My name is Miles Cross. Joining me as ever is my co-worker, Thomas Chance Ian Ashworth II.
I'll tell you what, friends, every single second of that video is all true. Here are a couple of tweets. Our social soundboard powered by Astro, and the Midwest Meltdown says that is him absolutely dying. Well, I hope you're okay, Meltdown Midwest. I really hope that nothing's wrong. And just says content. It is content, and I am very content with what I do every day to make sure that we're fighting fit, ready for the day's games. Chance, I would imagine you do something relatively similar. Is that right?
I mean, once I saw that you did the Cesar Skies Bueno chant, I started doing that before every single league play game. My auto aim actually gets a 5% boost, so I appreciate the little tip. My gameplay has improved. Shout out to Skies. I have also invested in my game.
Yeah, everyone invest in your game. Again, I think all Call of Duty League fans should say they're 50. I'm Cesar Skies Buenos, and I chose to invest in my game before every league play matchup. I'll be listening in the in-game chat. I'm going to hold you all accountable. Let's get into this one, mate. We're going to raid control. This is map number 3 here in this series, NYSL Seattle Surge. Again, at the fact that we're tied up 1-1, we got a series, baby. This should be a fun one. Let's see how we go. Again, for Seattle, this is massive. You have to win this series to change the standings. For NYSL, likewise, going into that major one. Next week, more COD than I think anyone can actually handle, but we love it. Here we go. It's like an A hit on the defense, and a little bit love there towards A on the offense as well for Seattle Surge.
Oh, and this might be bait from Seattle. They showed nothing, but the stun maybe gives them the information. I think they might have tried to stack up Art just to try to bait those players on the rotation, but now the kill's coming through. Effectively a 1v1 at the actual site. Clayster trying to hold down mid-map, and well, taking shots for a second, gets the job done. At mid-map controlled by Clay. Well, at least on top of the hill, Seattle only one body on point for the moment.
Now, but it's a big win. Octane doing Octane things. What gets stopped when these players are capturing the point? PC getting involved. Diamondcon, big shots, gets the 2-piece. Still, that's going to be defense now sweep for the time being, but you still capture that first tick at A if you're Seattle, so well done there. Clay trying to push the pawns out. Oh my god, tags in a gunless as well. What in the hell? This might be a kill. Oh my god, Clay getting it done from the afterlife. Wonderful stuff. Now Loony's trying to make his way forward. Asim guns up and already on him. What a jump. Oh my God, from top pool to the... Oh my God, Asim! How's he doing? How's he doing that? Oh boy, Asim! They used to burn people alive for showing magic like this. What a little string of play that was.
Oh, thankfully we're not in Salem. We are just on raid. But either way, Mack from up top on the flip side, still getting the kills. Seattle basically just got spawn trapped so hard that they spawn right on top of the A point, and they're still stuck. You can't get past bedroom because Asim is still there on a 4 spree. You try to take him down, and hey, at least you shut down his streaks, but you still find yourselves down by 11 lives. The only thing you've gotten is a single tick of progression. Of course, it's control, so it's not over yet, but you need a lot of 4 downs, and maybe there's the first couple. Asim, though, doing just enough to hold on.
He's holding on, man, but Octane... Uh-oh. Witch Hunter, nah, it's done. It's over. Over the way we go, though, keeping the clock steady. 7.7 or 8, we can't quite tell, but that's going to be the second tick at A done. This could be massive for Seattle. Again, talking about lives chance, this is one of your keys to victory. We've got 6 remaining versus the 17 of NYSL. I mean, yeah, sure, you have an additional minute to work with. You've got 5 lives now to get the job done. Can they be economical enough in the offense? It's going to be very, very difficult indeed.
Oh, maybe trying to make this play. Again, one opportunity, one clean 4 down. You can make it happen, but anyone that falls from Seattle, they will not be respawning. 3 players right now stacked up in kitchen, make it all 4, and well, they know they need to still take their time. Slowly working their way out. They know bedroom's going to be a problem. They know full steps is going to be a problem. Diamondcon with the first, but the trade on bedroom is there.
They're good. Gunless and Loony go down though now. Asim trying to make the play. Diamondcon's on point. The trades are there once again, but not enough lives. A very, very difficult situation to come back from. NYSL remains strong. And baby, here we go. Look, the little tiptoe onto the top of the pool. The floor was hot lava for a minute there. Asim, man, what a play.
The voodoo child, and he did not slow down. He gets 2 more after this, I believe. Man could chop down a mountain with the edge of his hand. Putting in work, and again, this is why we talked about the live count for the keys, by the way. I mean, that's a devastating enough first round that it might be, if this goes round 5, incredibly difficult for Seattle to end up on a defense. Admittedly, this is one of the more balanced maps, so it's certainly not a dagger by any means, but I think on raid, this is where Seattle keeps getting punished. They just keep losing the round 5, so they have their work cut out for them. Trying to get that bounce back.
If they work out for them, let's hear it from their mouths themselves. Time for an Astro Gaming listen in. Seattle Surge.
He's trying to push out.
They doubled the right back. One I think they're double dig. Clay and Mack, I think are dig.
They're going Arc. They're going Arc.
I need a top part.
Bottom house, Clay. Hey, someone, Mack one bullet up middle. That's him. And one's up bed.
One's right back on me.
Reinforce BS. I'm reinforcing BS one.
Top part, and I think middle.
Play hit open to peep. They're going A. They're going A. Middle pillars on you. Nice, I'm trying to help you, pillars. I'm coming, pillars.
No, it was Clay.
Oh, he's P5 weak and one's middle. P5 dead, P5 dead.
He's P5 again.
P5 dead, good
Nice,
help.
good up. Getting out over here again.
You have B,
Close. Didn't touch
dead, got him. Nice. Trying to get your zig. I B, push up. Nice.
Spawn in kitchen.
Nothing B, boys. Nothing B.
Could be a top part on me. I hear him top part. I hear him
bottom
top
part. Got me B right now. Diamondcon's already. I don't think he's out yet.
Oh, he's right on me. I got timing. Jump out of top part.
I'm gonna top
part. Asim's at A. No trophy pierce if you have a nade.
Dig one shot.
You put a trophy now.
Got me.
Don't lose B. Do not lose B.
We're up by one.
Don't lose B.
He's middle map. Hit it over. I'm trying to go B.
That's the guy you're calling out?
No, open. Another middle map. He's from P5. Like pillars. Inner A. Weak. Absolute dead.
Nice. He can be zig on you.
Go on zig.
They're gonna guarantee it.
Yeah.
I'm better already.
I Clay spawn. Nice. Get up.
Can we refill bed or can we just take pinches?
Yeah. I'm in middle. One's art still. You can pick Clay off spawn.
Play off spawn?
Yo, two off spawn. You by yourself, Sam.
I got it.
They're pushing out Wander.
Chance, it sounds like good crisis management there in the Seattle Surge camp.
And I will say, it's not talked about enough on broadcast, but just the engineer players, how good their communication needs to be. That's, of course, the role that I believe Loony is going to be fulfilling. He's calling out trophies, trying to help out his teammates, telling them when they can and cannot nade. But the drop from the back, 3 players challenge Octane, and 3 is enough to take him down. You see, working the way around the back, well, Octane spawns up. He might have to deal with 3 players right off respawn, able to get at least the first. Right now, Octane just getting bullied out, but the spawn coming in the back. Diamondcon seemingly unaware for the moment. needs to turn around.
That was like a nightmare right there for Octane. Like he gets killed, he wakes up. Oh, it was just a dream. No, it wasn't. Mack's back, but he does get the trade. 25 seconds left now. NYSL got to get on the point. Diamondcon, nice flank. Asim with a 5 spree. Lives just in favor of Seattle Surge for now. Asim pulls the streaks right out. Oh, this could be big. This could be dangerous. Might catch a teammate or two if he's not careful, but boom, here they come. Shots are in. Octane's still out and about there by the back of Basketball. Loony gets cut down by Mack there in the top left-hand side of the screen, so that's going to be a nice open point now. There's a lot of players on here now. There's 2 of them. There goes 1 more. Second tick is going to be complete. Now you're in the business end of the round. Prestinni, a big kill now. 12 in the mag. Not enough to get it done. Asim, cruise missile. This could be the one to do it. That could be huge. In the kitchen it goes. It doesn't catch anyone. They managed to get 1 player off, but Clay's back in there, keeping the tick going, and it's all on Prestinni. Prestinni's got to get in there and find a kill. He's not going to be able to get it done. Another round to NYSL.
And just a fairly dominant one at that. I mean, they were stuck on A. This is when Loony was making plays during the Astro listening, but as soon as he falls, the round only lasts for maybe 45 seconds to a minute after that. Something I really like from the streak usage, it's kind of tough to tell when they get called in, but it did look like he put 1 ping on the hill, sort of to that contest spot right where the guard and jump out is, but that's because his teammates weren't there. So that means the communication needs to be on point and be like, hey, these are the spots you can stand, this is where you cannot go. So instead of you have situations a lot of times where teams call in streaks and you just ignore the hill completely, then they land, then you make the break, well, you're getting 2 things done at once. York next level, of course, the hard read they just had at A. Well, they are completely wrong. All 4 bodies on Seattle can be stacked up around B, and 1 tick already gone through before a single gunfight has happened.
All in on B. Diamondcon's going to get there. Clay actually does find 1. Diamondcon up and about. Nice job. Asim now trying to get involved as well. Clay on the flank. It's perfect. It's perfect. Wonderful. Octane gets 1, but that's 2 ticks at B. Harder point to capture. I think that's a worthy investment early on.
Especially because you just spawn right back on top of A, and they've already made 1 tick over here, and they still have 3 bodies inside of the hill. Oh my God. Early in the round, the flank throw from Mack, trying to be a dagger, and maybe the dagger just fully into the heart of Seattle. Loony, the last man, he's going to fall. And well, there's no quick wrap over to B now, because Clayster, ahead of the game, already got to bedroom just to slow these players down. 2 ticks on both points and a minute left. Fortunately for Seattle, just not a lot of map control just yet.
I mean, we just watched Subliners put them in the blender for like 2 full spawn cycles. 2 ticks at A, all good, but the life count, I mean, they're down by what, 8 now? Rough stuff. Octane trying to now battle them back into this one. If you're Seattle, it's just map control right now. We need to stop this punishment we are receiving from NYSL. And it is punishment. Octane's trying to keep that one going. This is going to be 4 if he gets it in a row. Mack's making the push. Great work from Mack. Good trades again from Loony. A should be capped unless Diamondcon can stop it. See the ankles. Loony gives him the tickle down low. That's going to be the kill. B now. 1 tick remains. 15 lives for Seattle Surge to get it done. Keep themselves alive here in control.
And by the way, the spot's Asim, man. He's going to be forcing that spawn out so far. His teammates will be fighting 3v4 constantly unless Seattle off respawn decide to wrap around. And well, the 4v3 advantage that they have, they are making use of it now, trying to swarm on this hill. Loony, though, does not check his corners. Octane there is there for the trades. Still have for Seattle 2 players live in the back. Still potential, but it's not easy. And Mack, well, he goes hunting. Nice reads from York, still able to stabilize again. They are effectively doing this 3v4.
Ooh, Clay, nice snaps. Diamondcon catches Gunless unaware. 50 seconds remaining now. 9 lives remain for Seattle Surge. It's the 17 of NYSL on the defense. And Clayster winning gunfights like that. That's 25 and 18 overall. Incredible work from the current reigning world champion. Octane up next. Big push in from behind. Now that could be an opening. They could make their way forward. Loony challenges Clay. Gonna be a big win from Clayster there. Up and about by the rock. Still in a position to get these kills. There's 1 member left. That was it. Clay cuts him down. Surge, 4 lives remaining. It's last ones now for them with less than 20 seconds on the clock. New York Subliners, they are pushing them out. A kill on Clay in mid will be great. Clayster does manage to kill Prestinni on the way out, so this is unbelievable. 10 seconds. Got to make the play. Got to get on the point at the very least. Here comes the quick contest if they can land it. Loony flip sides out over the top. Finds 1, 2 seconds. Stops the clock before going down. And NYSL, quite frankly, chance, simply too strong on control.
And that was just king gameplay. Honestly, I think the read they had at the start to the quad stack A off the rip on defense, I think that might have been a little bit of homework just coming in about Seattle liking to attack that site more. That ended up almost working perfect for Seattle. They had a minute left, 2 ticks on either point, but never with map control, never able to stabilize. About the keys to victory. Subliners doing a nice job, not blowing that lead, keeping that pace up, and really just putting the foot down.
That's a big takeaway from their recent games in Super Week is that, yeah, once you got that lead, don't let it slip. Go out strong. And it sounds ridiculous to say, like, oh, don't blow your lead, but it's incredibly easy to do that, especially when the caliber of teams in the league right now are so strong. You give these players an opportunity to pull back something, pull back map control, get a couple of big kills when you're maybe napping for a moment. They will run amok with it. Through your stats, less than 10 minutes on that game, and wow, it was a solid 3-0. I mean, we saw some brilliant stuff out of Asim individually. It's Clayster for me, man. Ian Diamondcon, the AR's running a muck throughout the entirety of Raid there, and Mack, of course, 21-17 as well. All good looks for Subliners there in control on Raid. However, thanks to a nice early start, we will be seeing another hardpoint in this series. We're going to go to a very quick commercial break. When we come back, it's oh so much more Call of Duty League action, friends. We hope you're enjoying the show. We'll be very comfortable, because it's going to be a long and wonderful day ahead of us. We'll be right back.
That is just some classic Call of Duty right there. Laying his heart out. Oh, Gunless wins it! This is a team very worth being excited for.
Remember everyone that doubted you. I'm so to you. Like it's the first day of school.
Looking dangerous. He manages to get 3 before being taken down there. Unbelievable stuff. Seattle Surge, they gun them all down. They stand triumphant.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty League. One more hardpoint coming up next. Let's have a quick look at the Subliners KDs this season so far. And chance, when the boys are winning, oh boy, are the boys winning.
I mean, that's just what non-stop 3-0s look like, man. It is just devastating when you're on point like that. And of course, that's just like the average for their wins, right? I'm sure it's a little bit more scattered in the moment. And even when they're losing, like again, when they're losing these games, I think you could even just look at the series they had against the LA Thieves. They're losing by what, like 5 points in the hard point, 1 round in the search and destroy. It's very strange for a team like New York, as good as they have looked, to be in the spot that they are in, where if they fall short here, they end up in the loser's bracket. And if they win, depending on how Dallas Empire series go, they could end up as high as 2nd place. A wild spot, but that is just how competitive this year is. For sure, New York, they just want to close it down on Moscow, where no one record, but not too bad.
This This is the raid hardpoint stats from game 1 versus New York, and this is again from Seattle Surge POV. We're of course going to Moscow next, but again, Chance, all things considered, it was solid. I mean, Gunless playing up a lot of time there. As far as the kills go, I mean, it was really only Octane popping off at 13 and 19, and these are kills. This is not EKIA, these are kills. So he's done a lot of work there, but I mean, Moscow's a very, very different map. Big map, heavy rotation map. Really, really important that you manage to control those spawns and be aware of where the enemy team is. Don't let anyone do anything sneaky. No funny business. I don't know what funny business is in Russian. There might not be a Russian phrase for that. But at the same time, you gotta be very aware.
I will say, by the way, Gunless, just for those stats, the 24 and 23, I think it was, his EKIA was probably like 45 or 50. Like, he did play absurd, especially closing the game out on a strong note. Kills do not always do it justice, but I think that's what you need here. Not only on Moscow, obviously the rotation battles are on point, but if your ARs are thriving, you can just be in a really easy spot on almost every single hill, really outside P1. If your ARs are strong, you're gonna be in a good spot. So Octane and Gunless need to have the same map 1 performance here on Moscow.
See him then bring the thunder here on Moskva. Mack's going to be right out in the middle. Clay Diamondcon picking up kills as well. It's a solid opening break there from NYSL. Oh, baby, that's 4 down.
Oh, they spawn in the back, though.
Yep. Clay's in. Uh-oh. Oh, Clay's in. This is the funny business I was talking about. Has Gunless seen him? Octane? Did no one see him? No one saw him? He's chasing Prestinni. Come here, Prestinni. Got him. Now he's going back. Going back for the spawns. Meanwhile, his teammates have still got Hill. Oh, Clay!
Nice reads from Clay, man. And those are the big kills. Again, you talked about the AR battles being important. Good Lord, Clay making the plays because they have, what, a 40-point lead on P1. Seattle's triple stacking it just to kill Mack inside the hill. And granted, actually, no, job well done. It took them that long. So they're going to be down by quite a bit, and they do not have the spawns for noon. New York, great opportunity to just really run this score up.
Oh, wait, he got the kill. I don't think he got streaks. I don't think Clay managed to get streaks. That was 6-0 before going down. Yeah, a lot of good work there from him, but just the 2-man push that mid there was a little too much for Mr. Eubanks. But that's the kills that come through. Octane, Loony, they're going to be now pushing the point. Max up first. Gunless rips him clean off the bottom of that tree. Clay spawning a little bit further out now.
And this is just like what the fastest P2 break you could possibly ask for. This could have been a very dire situation from Seattle. So nice string of kills they were able to get. And I think Loony might have introed that with the XM4 as well. Mack trying to hug that wall, which if you're just standing inside of the police building, you're invisible there. So players get used to it. Octane with the angles, taking down everybody. That's a 7 spree for him. Artillery secured. He gets one more kill. He gets the cruise. And talk about a similar to map 1 performance that he needs. He did the exact same thing in map 1. Nice little spree from him, just showing off inside the hill, having a little bit of fun.
Fancy footwork too. Not easy to do a little pirouette like that, covering all this tactical gear. And the spawn awareness as well. I got Asim, 8 spree, full streaks. This is Octane in his natural habitat, and I don't mean in the air as a missile. I mean posted up, picking up big kills. Check out the curve on this one. Gonna go all the way in the bottom gold, or in the bottom elbow there. Does land it, finds Clay, Mack and Asim get their kills as well though. So Prestinni now on the flank, trying to make his way forward. Octane does go down, and this is Prestinni being as sneaky as possible. This is the funny business we're talking about on Moscow. They can creep in from the back. Oh, tags on a Mack, good tags. Gonna get the kill. Mack makes you work for it. Mack makes you work for it real hard. Oh boy. No funny business at the back there. Mack's got it locked down.
And this is just a very interesting game. Neither team really able to, like, anytime you think someone has the advantage, whether it be New York for the P2 spawns or the streaks to break the hill, just no team having success. And, well, obviously New York will be very happy for that. They burned out the cruise, still have a 50-point lead. Of course, on that rotation, well, the trades are coming in full effect. This is just the straight-up AR battle coming down the street, and, well, Gunless is there on point. Gets that effective first strike, and the nades are coming through. Said he actually got the trophy down because Seattle has one just on the other side of the hill, but scrappy as ever. So difficult in this hill to stay alive.
It is just a firing squad right now. I mean, Seattle Surge are keeping NYSL off the point very well. Diamondcon finally gets to a power position, and I mean, just listen to the gunfire riddle the front of that bus. He's got to stay down. He could barely find a kill here. Octane, presuming, you know, from top position, they're finding a couple. Clay plays the top fence, just trying to find an angle. I mean, this is just a non-stop barrage. Both teams are letting it all go here on the boulevard. I don't think anyone's managed to get any time off this point. Finally, NYSL do. Can't wait to see the stats there. That was a very dry boulevard hardpoint. Incredibly well contested by both teams. Now NYSL finally gets some time there, but you have to fight your way through the front to get back towards the Metro.
And just a small little detail, I'm not sure if Loony made this switch. I think he might have pulled out an AR for that hill and switched back to the sub once you know you're going to be spawning up for the rotation. But I think almost every single player in the lobby had an AR. Asim even switched to the Crimsix is what it appeared to be, and the AR in his hands. God almighty. 4 down, nice and clean. Honestly, for New York, their best hill has been this P1 hill. This is where they've been really running the score up.
Can they do it again, though? I mean, we're already looking at that right side of the map, mostly in their control. Diamondcon backing up, making sure no one's there, keeping an eye on it. Asim is on an absolute run right now. 4 kills in a row. 5, flip out. Nah, does go down. But man, that was some snap. We just saw him hit come in the checkers, but man, Clay now making his way forward. A little bit slower than Asim. No less dangerous, no doubt about it. Diamondcon goes down. Prestinni, good cleanup there. 10 seconds remaining on the point. Loony's already on the rotation, but eyes on the minimap. Right-hand side, all locked down now. NYSL, they've got this one. Seattle Surge, they've got to go for the break.
Well, they broke perfectly once before. And Loony, well, he was one of the men with the intro kill. This time, Octane does it with the AR, but top police control. Loony's got it. Trying to make the read. Knows 2 players in the hill, but he does have Asim to deal with. Asim's got 1 kill. Loony does know he's here. Frankly, Loony just trying to be annoying, trying to keep this police control. But while this is going on, New York still is getting all of this hill time.
And they managed to flood the bottom of the police station. They've got full control over it. Mack with the top stairs now covered. That's big. Gunless down low. Oh, Mack's on a run. 4 in a row. This is dangerous. Eyes on Loony through street. Good dodge there by Loony. Just a dip inside the apartments. Create the opportunity, the opening, if you will, to try and get on point. Quick contest. Too many players there. Loony, though, almost gets Diamondcon. Again, that was a very, very solid push from Loony alone, using the death of his teammate as an opportunity to make the play, but still. Chance. Go back over towards Fountain. Seattle Surge have already made their way forward. Gunless wins the big fight on rotation. That's massive. Surge now with an opportunity to get back in this.
Hold from the front. It's a devastating scoreline right now. Down by about 120, but a full 60. Put yourself in a halfway decent spot, but if New York gets this break, I mean, they're going to just feel incredibly comfortable for the round and map win. Asim being annoying at the front, just trying to draw this attention as his teammates coming in from elbow.
Yep, here comes the contest. Octane stepping out. We'll give the hard point up for the time being. Can't win the snap onto Asim. Good shots nonetheless, man. Like, from a difficult situation. Prestinni, though, he and Loony now clear out the point. There's 1 player left. Gunless gets the win on it, and that's going to be Surge back onto the hard point still. 90-odd points separating these 2 teams right now. A lovely nade. No trophies in place to stop it. Asim can't get involved. Gunless, too dangerous at range there with the XM4. Seattle still will be on the hard point. Now we go back over to the Boulevard. The famed Boulevard from the first set was not very good for either side. Will anyone be able to capitalize here? This is crucial for Surge. If they can keep New York Subliners off of it, that's one thing. If they can pull time of their own, that's magic. Here we go. Artillery from Octane helping out from the other side of the map. Managed to force him inside of the bus at the very least. Gunless checks Clay's ticket. He was not welcome there and he cleans him up. Prestinni driving from the front, gets the kills. Loony does as well. Chance, this could actually be good.
Well, the artillery puts in work. You get the players into the inside spots. You know where you need to look. Job done there, but already, I mean, again, just the bloodbath that's inside the hill. Mack trying to go for some contest. That's a 3 down right there for Seattle, and the spawn's actually coming out. And well, Octane, well, he's next level. He knows that he needs to look towards elbow. A couple players, though, going around back bank. Seattle, again, they just need to try to get some break, get these players off time.
Well, they get the kills, but the trades come through for NYSL, so they're going to manage to win that gunfight in mid and at the very back of the bus. Mack's now going to be able to flood through. It's eyes on hard point at least, but again, Surge have done everything right so far. They've kept NYSL off the point, they've got the kills going through, and they're managing to even get a toe in the time right now. So even while these fights are taking place, it's that center map control that they've got. They do have eyes on towards the next one as well. This has been fantastic from Seattle so far in the second set.
They've just done a nice job to stay alive, because even still, this is not a game that should end on this P1 hill, and if they're able to get a time and hold the rotation, Seattle by no means out of this game. They are in it to win it. Gunless has SK control for the moment. 2 players trying to hunt him down, and well, he is going to fall. The question for New York, do you try to flank around for spawns, or do you bully out the hill? They're going for the hill straight away. All 4 players flooding inside.
Yeah, still 40 seconds to be had here on this point, going for the early contest, but again, easy to contest on this point. That great big statue of Lenin right in the middle of the map. Loony, oh, he gets taken by Clay. That's big. That means NYSL over the hill for now. The contest has been broken. Here come the reinforcements. Gunless and Octane, they both win their ones. Mack's now getting involved from escalators, and there's the shots. Mack wins another one. Big work from Gunless just to bring him down. This is great from Surge. Keep throwing bodies on the point. Keep the contest. Don't let NYSL pick up any more time if you can't fight for it. And they're doing just that. Rotations down once again. Chance they've got spawns for next. Surge are making a case for it, man. They're really going the distance.
They set themselves up, but this is the delicate balance. This is the hill that can make or break the team. You got a bunch of players for New York just flooding around. Well, Mack trying to go through green. He gets dropped. Asim falls as well. It's really Clayster. I think he's trying to flank around. Loony, though, reads it. Keeps him at bay, and Clayster really trying to break spawns, but right now, just kind of hiding in the back of the map. And while the kill on Gunless might be it, his teammates actually go through white. Asim gets inside of the hill. The mini break is there for the moment. New York just stripping away this time.
And Clay with a big play there to just get the players off point. This could be the win. If they get every single second here, New York Subliners will get the win here. Octane, jump shots, not enough. Diamondcon, big shots. Gunless now on the trades. Clay's coming in as well. They may lose here just based on the timing. Well, sorry, not lose, but have to go to the next hard point. The rotation's already down, man. I mean, Surge have gone for it. 2 members of New York are already making their way across now as well. But Surge setting up for full control here by the backside of the library. They're going to do everything they can to hold this one. Mack and Diamondcon, the newcomers, now through the back lanes. Here comes the push. Gunless has got the read on them. Octane backing them up as well. This is the most important part of the map right now for Surge. But Asim, he snuck through!
Oh my
and the
God.
sneaky Asim's managed to get the kills! And this could be huge right now for NYSL. He's just managed to slip the net. I'm telling you, he's got some teleportation powers. The man's a menace. And Octane, that is not an AR! What is going on? This ain't over yet. There's 40 seconds left on this hard point. Surge can't win it here, but they have to hold every single second.
Oh my God, you can't let either of this happen for either team. This is just ridiculous. New York, though, 4 stacking it back. They just need 13 seconds. The kills inside the hill are traded. Mack trying to flank. He takes down Loony, but he is trapped in the hill. Seattle Surge survived to take a breath just for the moment. Hit the regain. Try to set up for new. Diamondcon, well, he's got bank control. Clayster, well, he doesn't get mid. Loony wins that one. Needs to stay alive, and frankly, Loony might be the cutoff man for the players trying to come through mid.
He could keep getting those kills. The Seam kill finally gets the damage done. NYSL now control the Boulevard, trophies down. You name it. They've got back bust, but Octane through doggy door coming out of office. Mack guns him. Asim's got the back covered as well. This could be it, unless the break is good. Seattle's got to get it done. It's all on Loony until the reinforcement shot, but it might be too late. Can't contest. That's it. NYSL. Man, it was an effort from Surge. Boy, did they play that one close. And I say, Chance, that's the series, but you called it in the game fuel keys to victory. You cannot blow the leads. New York, they don't blow a thing. Brilliant stuff.
Miles, in throwback to last year, Route Man gets paid. Asim starts it and he's continuing with. I do not know how the hell he found himself on the break through the Fountain Hill. I don't know who from Seattle didn't watch Elbow or the flank or whatever it was. I need to go back to rewatch it, but that man on your screen earned his paycheck today. We're gonna be guaranteed at least a top 3 seed in the winner's bracket. We gotta wait for where they fall. But good God, just an impossible situation almost, man. That Fountain Hill, it's not always easy to lock it down for the complete and full 60, but it's also not that difficult, especially when Octane's dropping people with the Diamati. Dude, he finds a way through, finds a way to make it scrappy. And frankly, not even just that Fountain Hill, the one before it too. Seattle weren't quite able to lock it down for a full 60 because of annoying plays that Asim was making through the front, man. Putting in work to strip away the time. Frankly, just the damage across the board. Both teams played incredibly well. I will say, man, Asim, talk about the hero on the Miami Search and Destroy. I'm over here walking around because I'm just feeling good about it. The hero on Moscow as well. Man put in work today.
Man put in work today. He's earned himself a very good rest. But you gotta get ready. You gotta get ready for the major next week. Like, there's no rest for the wicked. Oh my God. What a map. Let's have a look at the scuff play of the game. It was going to be Asim. I mean, like, time and time again, Chance, we saw insane plays from both teams. And this was the biggest difference, was like the teamwork, man. This was Asim's little break. Like, they had full control at the back. Asim slips through the front. He finds those 2 players. We may see Octane pick up that insane 2-piece, but like, just the break here from Asim, the damage dealt, it forces the spawns there for Seattle. It changes the way the map looks. I mean, unreal all round from both teams.
And from what it looked like, that might have just been Call of Duty timing at its finest. I think Diamondcon making noise on the full flank. I think Gunless gave up Elbow for like a half second, a full second, and he even goes to pick it up, but Asim could not have timed it any better. You take a little bit of luck as well to win some of these Call of Duty games, but sometimes the coin just flips that way, you know?
Yeah, there's been a couple of mentions of coins these days, but I think the only coins we really give a hoot about are the ones that sort out the vetoes. But that's that. Seattle Surge. Man, that was a tight series. There were some moments there. Again, we are getting closer and closer and closer for Seattle. That last hard point is the most fantastic indication of how powerful they will be in the respawns. Not to mention the first map they managed to win there on raid in the hard point, but going back to that Moscow, the absolute toil they had to go through to keep that map together. I mean, Diamondcon doesn't seem bothered. He is big chilling.
He's chilling.
Big chilling, just hitting the timeline like, yeah, GG Seattle, 3-1, onto the major, etc., etc. Dude, like, honestly, that map was wonderful to watch. That was an enjoyable series from top to bottom. Congratulations again to the Subliners. I need a minute. I don't know about you, mate, but that was something special. What a incredibly wonderful way to start the day. New York Subliners, the NYSL Stage 1 is now complete. 3-2 overall, a big loss to LA Thieves, and then after that it was 3-0, 3-0, a tight one to Dallas Empire, 3-1 to Surge. It doesn't matter anyone you're a fan of, whatever team, you cannot get past the fact that NYSL have done one of the most amazing turnarounds in what they look like at kickoff to where they look at now. Here we have a look at Seattle's run so far, also complete here. They will sadly be going 4-1, 0-3, 0-3. The losses were pretty mean, but again, that 3-2 versus LA Thieves and that 3-1 there against Subliners, amazingly close series, really close. Very difficult to count any of these teams out. Wow, the road to the major. I mean, here it comes. Very close. Next week, March 3rd, from 3 p.m. Eastern, that's 12 p.m. Pacific. Right here on youtube.com/COD League. It is going to be one hell of a tournament. You do not want to miss it. Don't forget your pick'ems will be available 1 hour after today's game finish. Well, that's going to be all from myself and Chance today on the caster's desk. I think I'm talking to Clayster right after this break, but Chance, it was wicked, mate. Bang, high five. I mean, you'll get there, but I know it was in your heart. Yeah, you were perfect. It was great. No one has to see that. You should have cut away, guys. We should have run the New York Subliners cool video by now because we just look terrible. But that's that. Subliners, got it done. Thanks, production. We'll see you soon. We come back after this break and we chat to Clayster. There's more Call of Duty to be played later on today. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. See you after the break.
Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty League is presented by USAA Insurance. Auto, renters and home insurance that's made to help the military community protect what they've worked hard for.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Game Fuel Victory Spotlight. I am joined by the one and only Clayster. NYSL, bro, first and foremost, congratulations, dude. A tight 3-1. How are you and the boys doing?
We're doing good, man. I mean, everyone was counting us out. We're a new team. We've had 75% less practice than all these other teams. And here we are, qualified for winner's bracket, top 6 guaranteed, might even get the 2nd seed potentially. We're feeling good, man. I'm super proud of the boys and the way they stepped up this week.
Yeah, man, like this has been the most incredible turnaround. Like looking from Kickoff Classic, you were dealt a heavy hand, obviously with Zuma obviously having to retire and Hydra not being able to make it into the country. But like, things look really, really good right now. I mean, are there any sort of secret inner workings you can share for the fans without giving away a special source?
Yeah, I mean, me yelling at them a lot. You know, we've, there's no secret sauce, man. I mean, we've been practicing super hard, going over everything. Everyone knows what they need to do in every situation. It's just a matter of execution. And even in that series right there, man, like that got way too sloppy, way too close. I had an off day, but for us to still come out with a win means a lot. Just kind of woke up feeling a little funky. Haven't really been able to pull myself out of that funk yet. And, you know, my teammates are able to step up and step into the moment. And really, that's just what we're about. You know, we're a bunch of hungry players. Like, I'm still here at the tail end of my career. We got 3 guys who are at the beginning of their career. Everyone's trying to prove to the world who we are and that they deserve to be in the pro league. And, you know, honestly, I'm just glad that they've all maintained their sanity with me screaming at them all the time.
Clay, for someone at the tail end of their career, you sure as hell don't look like someone playing like that. So well done there, bro. But we have to ask, it's the elephant in the room. Can you give us any of the lowdown on the Dallas rivalry? Obviously, that last series was way too close. I mean, has anything gone on behind the scenes that you want to share or anything at all?
I mean, theoretically, we could have been out of this week with a perfect record, not losing a map, you know? And everyone wants to drum up the Dallas rivalry a ton, but, like, I still love those dudes a ton. Like, Crim's a fucking geek, but, you know, other than that, it's all love for me and all those boys over there. Ender and Kyler, even Stro, all the people that work over there at Envy. Like, yeah, everyone wants to say, like, oh, I hate them. Like, I want to beat them. Like, of course I want to beat them. They're one of the best teams in the game, but not for any, like, animosity reasons or anything like that. There's a decision to be made. It was a tough one. I was on the short end of the stick. And, you know, here I am with a brand new team on a brand new org and with brand new player, you know, in Diamondcon and some kind of, you know, inexperience on the other two. And we're able to qualify for winner's bracket. So, hey, we're doing our thing. We're going to give it our best shot at the major.
Mad love, man. Thank you so much for that one. But I think, yeah, we're just going to take that tiny clip of you saying you hate them, you're going to beat them. We're just going to take that. But thank you so much, Clay, for joining us here on the Game Fuel Victory Spotlight, dude. Congratulations. And we'll see you at the major.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Miles. Have a good one, bro.
Right on. Thank you very much, dude. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now that the business is concluded, very, very fun interview with Clayster as always. I don't know what it is right now. All the interviews are very, very adult rated. Very exciting nonetheless. Excited to get into the rest of the day's games. We come back after this break. We've got tons more Call of Duty Super Week. CDL Sunday is far from finished.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by GameFuel. Use code CDL 2021 for a special discount on GameFuel.com. Tournament audio and team listen-ins are powered by Astro Gaming, the official headset and mix amp of the Call of Duty League.
Welcome back. It is the final day of Super Week. It's been a battle. It's been a whole hell of a lot of fun, especially for Joe and I. I'm sure the viewers at home, the players have probably been stressed out, but these matches have been absolutely bonkers, Joe. We just got a couple more, pal.
Yeah, we do. Obviously, some big ones here. One we thought, I think at the beginning of the season, would be a big one between OpTic and Florida. OpTic, they are proceeding very well. Florida still trying to get everything figured out, but you know, this is a match where, you know, you can learn a lot. You're going up a very tough opponent in OpTic Chicago. Oh, well, we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, I think we've seen teams learn a lot from playing your Empires, your FaZes, in the sense of like Subliners and Legion lately. I think they learned a lot. I think they learned they're a team that could battle and maybe make a run, but we'll see if the same holds true for the Mutineers. Let's meet their roster.
The dictionary defines redemption as the deliverance of persons or things from the possession and power of captors.
It is a 3-0 victory over the Florida Mutineers.
As the act of making something better. As the act of making up for a loss.
It is over, and that is a shocker for the Mutineers.
We define it as inevitable. You can count our KD. You can count our headshots. You can count our hill time. What you can't do is count us out.
Joe, I think what stood out to me is they just don't have a go-to mode right now. Like they're not great in hardpoint. They're not great in search. Like, they don't have something to rely on to get them deep into series. What's going wrong for them right now?
I mean, there's a whole number of things I think we'll get to. You know, we have our keys to victory. You know, they have a lot of first blood percentage in Search and Destroy. They're not converting rounds. You look at the respawn, just some inconsistent modes from inconsistent players. When we look at some of our better respawn teams, OpTic being one of them, it's a balanced effort from all four players. I just feel like that hasn't happened yet for Florida.
Yeah, we'll see if it can click. This would be a big time to get it done. I mean, you're not going to be starting in a good spot in the major, but can you get some sort of positive momentum going forward? That's what we're about to find out, but it's going to be tough because on the other side of this, we have OpTic Chicago, the monsters of respawn. Take a look at the roster.
Brutal, mighty keeps it going. Normal, looking fantastic. Envoy slaying his way through. Scump from up high, the king.
I'm out here doing what they thinking is irrational.
Really starting to run that score up.
I'm gonna make it back. I'm gonna make it back, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, OpTic Gaming are back.
Chicago are a force to be reckoned with.
Joe, I know with a lot of like OpTic teams in the past, I feel like our combo has been, they look so good early and then maybe at times struggle to get better over the course of the year. For whatever reason, I feel like this team hasn't even gotten close to their ceiling.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, that's a big discussion point, right? You know, I think maybe this format sort of helps them with the group stage into the majors. If they're going to struggle at times, maybe we'll see some off matches from them, but the major will always sort of keep them motivated, or it should. I think another big thing is looking at this roster is Dashy just got brought back. Envoy wants to continue to find a lot of success. The other two, you're storied, right? You're world champions. But you don't want to let the two young guns down. So I think the motivation will be there no matter what. And I think the format helps them.
Yeah, I think having people like Dashy and Envoy that haven't, gotten a world championship. I mean, think of the last time Envoy got to one and how disappointing that finish was with Gen G. Well, it's like a first round exit, basically, top 24. Yeah, there's some passion there that I think will help motivate Scump and Formal. I agree with you totally, but we take a look at the maps and modes. We're getting ready to hop into our first map. Hasn't really mattered what map they're on, and Respawn, OpTic have been lights out. a test early in this one for the Mutineers.
Yeah, and I mean, we're going to Garrison Hardpoint. What is one thing maybe for the Florida Mutineers side? This is a map you were able to beat against Atlanta FaZe. Like, there are some